heavily because we're entrepreneurs. And this was
That's
like,
really beautiful. That's so true. It's so true.
it's so ingrained. Like we don't talk about it enough. This is somebody, just a segue, tangent. Somebody asked me the other day what made a good creative strategist. And I said, somebody who had childhood trauma. Anybody that had really deep. Yeah.
They were like, that Sarah, and like, sorry. I'm in that category. And all
Just making it heavy all of a sudden. Yeah, a good creative strategist has nothing to do with media buying or like creative. It has everything to do with if you had a highly volatile emotional parent in the household when you were a child, you learned to spot patterns better than anybody else in the business. So I know you can't ask that on like an interview. Did you have childhood trauma? But these are the people that notice emotions better than most because they are the ones that were trained over the course of their childhood to watch their volatilely emotional parent very, very closely. And again, there's nothing wrong with having trauma in your life. Everybody does. Everyone has it. And again, it's no dig to like the parents who were a part of that trauma. It just is. Like humans are going to affect humans in the strangest ways. And I think about it all the time because I have kids now too. I'm like, how am I messing them up? But this wraps back around into like what my husband was doing because both of us had very interesting childhoods, right? And so I took one route, which is to watch very, very closely. He took the other route, which is like, we're going to follow the system, right? So I was very creative and very much like, I'm going to chart my own path and I'm going to do my own thing. And no one's going to tell me what to do. Sarah, I'm sure people have heard Sarah say that before. No one's going to tell me what to do. Like, I want to do it the way I want to do it. My husband, very different. He's like, I'm going to get a job and I'm going to work my hardest and I'm going to do my best and I'm going to climb up this ladder. And so we went kind of in opposite directions for quite a long time, for 10 straight years. He went long form pension route. I went entrepreneur, like chart my own course type of route. And it worked well-ish. But the problem, I think, and this is where like the failure part comes in for Sarah, the problem was that because of that personal relationship and the value systems that we had that were drastically different from each other, it started to become a pain point. Because I wanted to work 50 to 60-hour work weeks, right? On top of like having kids, which was intense. And he really was like, it's 5 o'clock. You should be done. Like, you don't need to work anymore. And I was like, no, there's more to be done. Like, I'm growing, I'm scaling. I have stuff I want to do. I'm building, right? I'm in build mode. So because of like our differences in values, it's started to become this weird thing in our marriage where he would suggest constantly, you should quit. You should quit. You should quit. And I was like, but this is like a part of me. Like, this is the only thing Sarah wants to do is grow a business. And so we went fine for about 10 years until we started having kids. And then once we had 2 kids in the mix, it was like, now this is a problem because Sarah's trying to mom full time. And for anybody who doesn't have kids, that's like a 60-hour to 80-hour week job, especially when they're little babies. So I was trying to mom and I was trying to work at the same time. So I was on calls with a baby, like trying to get the toddler to like stop wiping poop everywhere. And I was like trying to, oh my God, it was just chaos. And, my husband would get off of work at 5 and then I'd be like, you got to take these because I got to go I have to get on a call with Australia tonight at 6 p.m. Like I got stuff I got to do. So again, it just became an issue between the two of us because he wanted me to prioritize family and home, which I wanted to.